Good morning, everybody. It's Roslyn, your recovery specialist here. Thank you for joining me today. It's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to have you in my community. So with your weekly insights and updates for today on codependency. So today I'd like to, thought I would go through from my book, Recover from Codependency. You can buy this on Amazon as well. It's a great book of resources of how-tos. It's certainly not a fluffy book. So, and as you go into it more and more, you go deeper and deeper. So today we're going to look at the thought addictions or the thought aggravations. So the aggravations are often sometimes what happens that drives us to go and action our addiction, whether it's drinking or eating or go back to a partner. It's this thought addiction which we become addicted to. We also actually become addicted to the neurochemicals that those thoughts produce in our body. So that's for another topic as well. So let's start with negative thinking. There are things thoughts are things and have the power to change our lives in both negative and positive ways. We all know someone who is perpetually negative in attitude and demeanor, even if they wish their life was different. Continuing with negative thinking, despite its consequences, is a choice. Like any addiction, it takes serious mental and emotional muscle to overcome. So what we need to do is when we have the negative thinking is do a pattern interrupt and go no. We can also take an action. We could go for a walk. We could dance. We could put on music. We consciously stop that thought from taking us down and down in the spiral. So very important there. Self-doubt. Boy, oh boy. Self-doubt is a destroyer of dreams and aspirations and esteem. So it's engaging in negative internal dialogue with ourselves that bring on our self-doubt. And any effort to overcome the self-doubt, again, pattern interrupt and go no, and then take your focus off. Use your emotional intensive care unit if it's eating you away. Phone your coach. Phone a safe person. Get support to stop that dialogue of thought. So any time invested to overcome self-doubt is really time well invested. Procrastination. Now this is an interesting one. Procrastination equals avoidance. So when we're procrastinating, underneath that we are avoiding something, and that leads to disappointment. So we've all experienced procrastination. However, this way of thinking can indeed become an addiction. You know the people, I know them, and I'm sure I've done it myself, as, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to, it's actually avoidance of doing the thing. Now, you might not be able to do the actual whole thing, but just take a step towards it to break that procrastination and avoidance cycle. So, and then what we do is we spend time mentally, going back to the mental addiction of thinking about all the things that we're going to do when we're not doing. Can you see how these all mix in and how they all intertwine with each other in our mind, and it grabs hold of our mind and it grips up us. And the last one today is resentment. So we've all heard of the story when you hold on to something, it's affecting you more than it's affecting the other person. Or there's another story is, it's like when we have resentment or unforgiveness to someone, it's like us drinking the poison. It stays in us. It is renting space in our head. So again, these thought and mental patterns, we go stop consciously and we pattern interrupt, or we use a healthy distraction to do this. So that's just a few little points from the book today. Again, just constant reminders that we all need to stay on the path of recovery. So thank you again for being here today. And also remember, I do a 20-minute discovery. If you'd like to, please go to my website, roslynsaunders.com.au, and have a look there. I'll do a reach out to me. We can have a chat. It doesn't mean you have to come on for coaching, but just let's start that first step to open up the conversation. So thanks for being here again today, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.